Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. My name is Rabenschild and I wanted to show you the outcome of what I've done here. The first time it was a lot of work, and at the moment it is just it is transmitting power to the moon. It's not a lot, it's only 2 megawatts. But I have the feeling that if we would put more solar panels on here, the last time I didn't count, that maybe was a bad thing. Now I have panels that should be the same size as far as I know. If I didn't miscount here, it's, I don't know, 24 or so, and then by 8, and it's again crazy big. But the good thing is that all the other parts seem to be working really well. I tried my best to mirror everything and to make both sides look the same, so I don't have to think about why is it not working. Maybe it is the placement of the landing legs or something like that. Here I can just come over again and again and just put on more solar panels. What I want to do in the meantime, kind of, not on camera because I don't know. I need to collect more materials, so I think I still have enough iron, and I think I also have enough silicon to finish this. There is no finishing it. But I want to get more so that I can be sure that the Duchessa can do its work. The repair beacons do a good job and everything else works out really fine. Again, now this thing transmits power again. That's the thing I wanted to get to, so that at least the 2 megawatts that come to the moon base are utilized in a good way, and I don't have to run the reactors all the time. So we should fly over to the asteroid base and do some work there. I was looking around the moon base, what we could do there. I have a bit of a lag problem around this machine here. There are things I could do around the moon base. I took a look at the buggies again, or the wheels, the rovers again. And the rovers would be neat. It would be neat to work more on that. But what I saw is that the rovers are still moving, and I want to test something out before I continue doing work on the rovers. I wanted to see if there's a small version of the beam drill. So I thought maybe we could fit a beam drill to a rover and then use that, but that does not, at least not for a small rover. So it would work out for a big rover, but I'm not too sure if I should build a big rover. I could, but I don't know if it's worth to build that on the moon. So I would like to build that on Mars in the future. Maybe make a moving base or something like that. So not stop with using fixed bases here. Just go and build a base that moves, that we can move over the planet and mine things or whatsoever. I don't know. There's no research to be done or no science to figure out. It's that should be one of the things we could do in the really near future, because I figure that we need to explore a bit more. Not that there is at the moment really anything to find, but we need to explore a bit more, get a foothold on Mars, and then see what we can do there. Good. I will go back to the asteroid base, and then we fit the asteroid base with a repair beacon. Although it has its own nanite factory, I want to build a repair beacon on it, so that if something goes wrong, the Duchessa can come in and repair things. Another project we could go for in the near future is a real mining rig. The Duchessa is good what it is doing there, and the small drills do an amazing job too. But having a real mining rig with beams, don't know, 4 or so, would be a really neat thing. So I'm back at the mining base, and the beacons fixed. On the other hand, I thought when I arrived here that I will have to connect that thing up anyways, so that I can bring in materials. It is not a big problem. So what we could do here is continue building with the glass. Did they change that, or did the new particle system do something about that? These windows seem to be a lot more blue than they were before, I have the feeling. And maybe they, again, did something about glass being visible while building with it or so. I don't know. We will have to take a look at that. On the other hand, this thing is close to be done, I would say, if we can bring in the glass and maybe fit an airlock. I took a look at that, and maybe I will have to bring in the Duchess again to do that or so. Another thing I still want to do is bring this spire down a bit more, and then build a system for oxygen farms. And we still need to place some solar panels around here. So we could go with the old method and maybe just add some more conveyors. And take this, and then maybe take some solar panels and the oxygen farms, and start building away with that. So I can just go warming our oxygen with reactor heat is the best, I would say. So let me grab some interior plates I need. The glass I will not work with it. Why is it? It also changed from the inside. This new particle system, I really like that. It must be the particle system, or that they changed the tint on the windows. This is so weird. The changes they put out sometimes just, I don't know, just do weird things to the whole system. Sometimes. Let us test if we can see through the windows now. That would be, or if we can see how the windows are placed now. I need some Let me grab some girders. Yeah, that should be enough just to see the start of the whole thing. Okay, I can place that. No, you still are not able to get to see how, if I place them the right way. For these windows, I know that I'm placing the right way, but it still would be nice to see, to being able to see if they are placed the right way. And again, they had that in the game. I can't stress that enough. That that they had that at one point. But don't do the windows. For the that's nice. The Duchess is helping. So, for the oxygen system, I want to go back to one of the rings I had built. Or rings? Maybe we could do something similar to the solar panels. We know that the sun is... Or is the sun going that way? It should be. The sun should be going this way. Something like that. Or this way. So what we also could do is fit some wings on that thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then just go like this, because we know that some of the farms might not be even lit up when I put in the ring. Last time I used an oxygen system was in the basically last season in the other world, where I used a ring system of oxygen farms, because the sun basically rotated around the system. Here we know that again the sun rotates around this station too, but it rotates this way, so it's not going. The last time it was a diagonal, basically a diagonal orbit. So it was good to have a ring system, because when the sun went around the ring system, it kept always the right amount of, or not the right amount, but always the same amount of oxygen farms lit. Here we can just place them in one of these wing structures, and then oxygen farms, and then we can have them fully lit at a good amount of the day. So if the sun is somewhere there, it would not work, and if it's straight down, it wouldn't work. I say this is enough. The easier we go, the less. So with an easy structure, we will not have big problems to. Don't know. We see that rotating solar panels, for example. I noticed that when I went back to the moon base, they don't work as good as I would like them to work. So, going away from structures that could pose problems. And again, the ring system, it's not a mechanical system, so it doesn't turn or something like that, but there are some of the oxygen farms would never be lit in the whole system, the way the sun is orbiting around the station. That's always hard to say. Sun orbiting around the station. This is completely wrong. So this system is with the help of the Duchessa and the help of the nanite factory on top of the whole station is easily done. So we can finish this, and then below that we might want to put out some solar panels. For this station, I think it would be good to have some batteries again, but the batteries, yeah, the batteries count as reactors. So if there is not enough power from the solar panels, we need to have so much solar panels that if we use the batteries in the semi-automatic mode, that the base, as long as there is power from the solar panels, never switches to batteries. If it does, then it basically turns on the battery and keeps taking away from the battery. And as soon as it is empty, it switches to recharging the battery. So batteries, weird thing. We will need to make tests with them. I know that there is some scripts or so you can use so that the batteries are only turned on if there is, don't know, this and this much power in them, and in the night they are getting used and switched on and off. Why am I using conveyors? For solar panels I can just use some I will keep on using conveyors. I will make this spire out of conveyors for now. So now, and the rest of the structure I will do out of armor blocks. I want to stay away from the oxygen farms a bit. So I'm putting an outside layer on these conveyors. 2, 3, 5. I want to have a bit of blocks cast shadows on each other. So the if there's it's so hard to explain. With the right angle, the solar panels could still cast a shadow on the oxygen farms, even if it doesn't look the way. So a block always casts shadow. You can see this block would, with the right angle from, don't know, somewhere here or so, would cast a shadow on the farm, and for this block this is completely okay, but the solar panel, for example, is just a bit of a strip here. For example, we could take a look at that. So yeah, this is, so you would think that if the sun comes from the right bottom corner, basically, it wouldn't cast a shadow on the oxygen farm, but it does, because it counts the whole block basically as an obstruction. And so I want to keep them away a bit so I don't run into that problem. Okay, we will just, again, an easy structure, or a very, very unproblematic structure here, because if I The solar panels, by the way, do the same thing. So if I put down a solar panel here, then they cast shadows on each other. It's a weird thing. I could do the same thing that I've done with the solar satellites somewhere here. Now I'm getting myself again and catching myself being lazy here. So I could add smaller solar panels here too that turn with the sun. But on the other hand, it would be completely If I remove this part and put the or maybe not remove it, but I could fix some solar panels on here. Maybe put some steel blocks on here and then go a bit out and fix the it's getting me again. I'm getting myself again because this is easy. This is easily done, not a problem, and it will work for most of the time. But on the other hand, it would be nicer to have something turning here or something rotating that I could view and watch while doing work on the station, seeing that it works. I will fix these for now, and in the future we will decide if we want to do a more intricate system here. It's so hard. I'm searching for projects to do because at the moment it seems that space engineers went into a feature hold, at least for new blocks or something like that. They are at the moment working on particle system sounds, and for all the people that can't wait for the multiplayer code, net code and all that stuff, they're working on that. For me as someone playing in single player, I wanted to have more features that extend the life of the game basically, and go in and bring new challenges. Again, for example, I'm not using most of the challenges that are in the game. So I'm not using the cyber dogs, I'm not using the drones, because for me these are more of a hassle, like the meteorites. They pose a problem that the meteorites can wreck your stuff in seconds, and you can't do nothing about them. You can put cannons over cannons over cannons on your station, but the cannons will just not get everything, and then they come so often that you are just working on protecting your ships, protecting your bases, and you can't go and do new stuff. And that's my opinion for the meteorites. The cyberdogs are the same thing. They are, in my opinion, not enough of a challenge to really be not implemented, but I have the feeling they're not the challenge the guys hoped for. They are harassing you, yeah, but if you put up cannons, then you can be really sure that you get rid of them. But you have to put more time into protecting yourself and getting rid of the harassment, and the harassment still continues, because if you move 5 meters away from your base, you are just shooting up cyber dogs. It's weird. Let me talk about that a bit more, but I will do that in the next episode. I think I'm running long here, and so while placing down more stuff, we should talk about that, I feel. Okay, let me do that. We will see us on Wednesday, and then if you want to avoid episodes where I just ramble on, then please do that on Wednesday.